Upward gaze. Should I be concerned? In your case, yes. Okay, let's go over what needs to be done. First of all, to just discuss upward gaze, and this is, guys, why we need to see videos. Even now, I'm about to do a live on PVL, and there's already comments putting in, oh, just do these kind of therapies. Guys, you don't know what you're dealing with. You have no idea. There's a big difference of PVL3 versus a 4 where it's located, and I'm covering that. You have to help, first of all, the person who's asking the question. And every situation in that case is unique. See, with typical development, babies aren't unique, right? It should just be cookie cutter. It really should. When you start having these concerns, right? When special needs, every baby's unique. And you have to look at it. So this is really for rubizia, but at the same time too, please, this is about upward gaze. So now, in most cases, upward gaze is maybe considered a pre-autistic to looking at ceiling fans. But what I look at it first is the eye should be able to cross a midline, right? And so lots of times the eye cannot, and the body can't. You see it in the clavicles, you see it in the sternum, midline interruptions. So instead of looking up, right, what they're doing is they have to, and they fix, and they find a position because the eyes haven't moved, right? But instead of just doing this, they have to sit, and go with the eyes, and so back arching, all those kind of things can come into play. They can fixate on lights. They can be visually impaired. Low vision kiddos and so forth maybe don't see close, and they only have farsighted vision. So they're just looking at farsighted things, and a ball and stuff in front of them is just nothing. They don't see the nearsightedness, where babies are usually nearsightedness, and then they learn how to be farsighted. So they're not seeing your faces, they're going this. Another way of looking at it too is, again, I'm right here and I'm looking at you, right? And I'm looking at you, and no matter how I move, I have convergence because my eyes are always working together. But when I don't, I have to unconcentrate. So this is me without convergence, right? So my eyes are pulled apart. Now, I know I have directionality and I'm seeing towards you. I can't see me. If anything, I see something way far away. I can't see even my light ring barely in my phone. I'm not there versus something like this. Now, for most people, that's a very subtle movement. I can spot that from in the mall. I could be in the mall right now just doing these lives. Hi, do you want me to review your kid? Because I watch... It's bad. I wish my brain could turn off some days, and I hope you guys realize, again, it's not that I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place because of you, not because of me. So, and I'm doing my best. And right now, my plate's loaded on Facebook, which is great because people are getting help. But in your case, the first thing, Rubzia, you need hip x-rays yesterday. I think your child's slipping through the cracks big time. It probably is your location, what country you're in. I'm very concerned for hip dysplasia. One of the things is the hips are collapsing, and so the eyes just can't go. The eyes actually counter off the pelvis, right? And especially in babies. Now, we've learned to be adults to sit there and do something like this, but babies, the hips guide where that is. And that's why I don't like infant monitors and so forth in the hospitals, because it throws off the pelvis and the vision. I don't like how the hips are just splaying out sideways, right? And so you're getting that collapse, and the eyes are doing this because of the hips, right, more so than the vision. I also feel that your child's very visually impaired and really needs to see an ophthalmologist and has to get a retinoscopy done. This is how they can examine the eyes properly. If the eye doctor cannot do a retinoscopy, then don't go to that doctor. Ask him ahead of time, do you do a retinoscopy? It's a manual, organization of that. But I would definitely be going to an orthopedist, possibly even a neurologist. I'm just not happy with the responses of your child, and you're not going into milestones. Meanwhile, that's the medical side of it. We've got to do the movement side of it. I want you to start with my free breathing, start with a newborn movement assessment, and you'll really see where the rotation of the hips are off. Hip dysplasia has to be taken seriously because at this age they might brace the hips. I don't know if it's hip dysplasia or not. Please don't beat up the messenger. I want you to get them checked out. There's something going on with those hips. It could be a collagen issue. It could be, I can go on, and I'm not here to scare the bejeebers out of you. Hi, Virginia. How are you? I hope you had a good birthday. I know it's a little, I wished you happy birthday on Facebook, but still, happy birthday. It's really important that you're taking the hips seriously. Virginia will tell you too, because she's a practitioner, but she's also an OT, because they can form them in. If it's a collagen issue, you might be looking at EDS. Again, I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to tell you you need to be concerned with that baby. That baby needs help. It's not about the eye gazing. The eye gazing is the least of your worries. I want you to get those hips looked out ASAP. In some countries, you literally can just walk in and just get the x-rays done. I'd love to see the pictures. I'm not a doctor. I look at the pictures for movement, but I don't look at them for again, what has to be done for hip dysplasia. That you'll have to work with your orthopedist. But again, at this stage, they might have to brace those hips if they're hip dysplasia, but it's better than surgery later. So you want to get on that yesterday. And if you can, again, of where you are in the world, because I'm telling you right now, not all countries are created equally, and it doesn't mean they're going to do anything for hips, but those hips are concerned, and we need to know how to work around it. So my end, you're going to do, it's free, my newborn movement assessment. I want you to keep track. I want you to see where those hips are thrown off the spine, the shoulder, everything. Everything in the body is getting thrown off because of those hips. And then I want you to do my breathing course. It's a great little course. Get that chest more active. I didn't say you had breathing issues. This is for your touch and to get that chest and spine more active. I'm also going to post up a couple of different little videos that you can do. And then I really want you to start going into the milestones, the tummy time, the rolling over. But meanwhile, too, and again, the reason I say this, meanwhile, I'm not here to overwhelm you. If I overwhelm you, then you don't help your child, and I'm not successful, you're not successful. But there's super concern for me that you need direction on this, and you're going to go from there. And again, my vision course, it's free, Vision in Your Child, and it has into it free PDF of how to work with an ophthalmologist in your area to get a good visual examination. So here's two essentials: hip x-rays and eye report, ophthalmologist, retinoscopy. Because I just feel that your child's visually impaired, but visually impaired also because of the hips. Because again, these hips are here, and this is my only option because the hips are just splayed out, and what's going on there, and the development's not coming on, and then that's where you want to work on the development, but the core developmental movements. And that's what you're going after first. If you have any questions, please post, but I want to follow up. I want to know what's going on. I want to make sure you're getting help, because you need help, and there needs to be direction on that. Thanks.